I'll take a short class today by 8:15. Actually, my daughter is having fever, so I need to go to see the doctor probably. Question number 5. Yeah. So in this question, it says that the clerk start from his house with a speed 2 kilometer, reaches the office 3 minutes late. Suppose the time taken to go to office is t, and distance between them is s. I mean the usual speed, the speed with which he goes, and it takes time t. So first is distance time taken. So when he goes with a speed of 2, time is t, but he takes 3 minutes more. So time 3 plus 3 by 60. Time taken to reach office will be equal to this distance s divided by speed that he maintains. So when he is going with a speed of how much 2 kilometer per hour, he reaches the actual time that he is supposed to reach in 3 minutes more. Second equation is when he goes with 3 meter per second, 3 kilometer per hour, because he increases speed by 1. So then he takes 3 minutes less. So t minus 3 by 60 will be equal to s by 3. These are the two equations. He takes a 3 minutes more, 3 minutes late means t plus 3. So minute converted into hours because here speed is also given in hour. S is the distance between his office and house. We can solve these two equations. Subtract equation 1 minus equation 2. 3 by 30 minus 3 by 30 minus 1 is plus हो जाएगा. 6 by 30 is s into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. How much is s? So it is subtracted, not added. So it is minus t plus 30, tt gone. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 30. So s by
600 meters.
6 is 1 by 10. S is equal to 0.6 kilometer or 600 meter. Yeah, so 0.6 kilometer is the answer. Understood? The time that he is supposed to reach is assumed as t, which is a fixed time. If he goes with a constant speed, he takes time t. And from that time, he gets 3 minutes late if he maintains the speed. So, which means the speed that he needs to maintain to reach the office in time is between 2 and 3. He maintains 2, then he takes t plus 3 minutes. If he maintains 3, it takes 3 t minus 3 minutes. Accordingly, we will adjust the equation. Right? Understood? Question number 5.
Yes.
Question number 6. 6 हमने एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन कर रखा था, so I think it should be done. 6 डाउट है किसी को?
So what is the answer?
Answer is D. Yes, 11 seconds. Now is there a doubt?
Also, it will be D.
Question number 6. किसी का doubt? Should I explain this? नहीं, very nice.
Yes, you can explain it again. Answer दूसरा.
Should I explain question number 6?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A monkey is standing on the ground, wants to climb to the top of the vertical pole of 15 meter. He climbs 5 meter in 1 second and slips downward in 3 meter, 3 meter in 2 seconds. So 15 meter pole, 5 meter he goes up and 3 meter he goes down. So that time span of 2 seconds goes 5 up and then 3 down. So basically the effective displacement that he is covering in time span of 2 seconds. First 1 second he goes 5 meters, slips by 3 meters next second, in total 2 seconds. His displacement is only 2 meters from the beginning. So 0 to 2 meters in time of 2 seconds. Similarly, 4 seconds, he will be at 4 meters. 6 seconds will be at 6 meters. 10 seconds, sorry, 8 seconds, he will be at 8 meters. So basically जो last वाला 5 है वो हमें 10 तक के लिए चाहिए, at the 10 meter, 10 second. Now when he is starting from 10 meter to the upward, in the first second when he goes 5 meter above, he has reached 10 second के बाद जो अगला 1 second था 11 second. At the 11 second he has covered that 5 meter beyond the 10 meter. Total distance covered is 15 and he has reached the top of the pole.
Okay, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. So this was question number 6. Question number 7 is a doubt. It was sent by Sia.
Or it will
Particles
be,
start from rest. Yes.
it will be D.
Okay. 7 answer. 7 answer is D. D for Delhi. So 2 particles, 2 points. Basically, it is a coordinate geometry question. 2 points. When we join them, the equation for the displacement or the x1 y1 z1 to x2 y2 z2. If we join them, then that shortest displacement distance between these 2 points is root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. So same will apply here also. The coordinates are 1, 2, minus 3 and 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, minus 3. This is x1, y1, z1 and 3, 4, 5. So we'll find out the distance between them. Root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. x2 minus x1, 3 minus 1 square plus 4 minus 2 square plus 5 minus of minus 3 square. 4 square plus 2 square plus 8 square. Right? It is how much? 64 plus 4, 68.
72.
72. Acha, sorry, this is 2. 2 square, yes. So 4 plus 4 and root 72. And root 72 is 8.5 meters. This is a formula from coordinate geometry. The line joining, the length of the line joining x1, y1, z1, or the distance between the 2 points x1, y1, z1 to x2, y2, z2. Right. Next question. Question number 8.
Sir, A.
Eighth answer is A. Correct. Eighth answer is A. Question number
Sir,
9.
use the average speed formula 2v1 by 2v1 v2 upon v1 plus v2.
Yes. So he covers the journey with a speed of 10 meters. What?
So the distance was same.
No, we not use that formula 2v1 v2. This is that case that we did. The path is covered in two half. First half speed is given. Second half is covered in two equal time interval. The remaining part of the journey was covered with the speed 20 meter for half of the remaining time and the velocity for the other half of remaining time. So it is that third case that we did. We cannot use the formula 2v1 v2 upon v1 plus v2. Yeah, sorry. We cannot use that formula directly here. We use that case in which we use the, if suppose we total path to be in two part, covered in two part, one S, another S. पहले वाले S में distance covered is S and with a speed of V1. For the second, time taken is T1. For the second S, it is covered in two equal half, V2 and V3. Time taken is T2 and T2. So second wale half mein it is covering into equal time interval, not the equal path. Done? Right. So इसके लिए हमने क्या किया था? Average speed is total distance. Total distance is 2s divided by total time t1 plus 2 times t2. This for question number 9. We did 3-4 cases. One of them was when the journey is covered in two equal paths of interval s and s. So पहला t1 तो आ गया था s divided by v1. Second वाले केस में this the s is equal to distance covered with speed v in time t2 plus distance covered in time t3. So t2 will be equal to s divided by v2 plus v3. So that we can substitute here 2s divided by s by v1 plus 2 times s divided by v2 plus v3. So this is the formula that we derived. S got cancelled. Average speed के लिए we have to break this journey into two part. First half of the journey with speed v1 time t1. Second half of the journey with two different speed v2 v3 for equal time intervals of t2 and t2. Total time of the journey is t1 plus 2 t2. I think here v1 is given as 60. No. v1 is given as how much? So 2 divided by 1 by v1 plus 2 divided by v2 plus v3. Question number 9. V1 is 10 meter per second, V2 is 20 and V3 is 40. Okay. Calculate. V1 is 10 meter per second in the first half of the journey is taking time 10. So 2 divided by 1 upon 10 plus 2 divided by 20 plus 40, that is 20 plus 40, that is 60. Right? क्या आएगा आंसर फिर? 15 meter per second is the average speed of this journey. That formula 2v1 v2 upon v plus v2, that will be applied only when a journey is covered in two speed, half of the journey with the speed v1, other half of the journey with the speed v2. Then only we can use that.
Sir, I was talking about question 8 for that.
Question number 8. Okay, sorry. I think I asked for question number 9. Yeah. Question 8 will be same. Right. Question number 9 is 15. Correct. Question number 10. The man of 6 feet is in a standing position on a horizontal bed. Now the man sleeps on the bed without displacing his toes. Very nice. During this time, the time taken by man is considered the motion of the point at the tip of the head of the man. What? Okay, question number 10. A man is standing, then he doesn't move his tip and he. So, what is the motion? Circular motion kind of thing. Yes, what will be answer to question number 10?
Sir, B.
Total displacement divided by total time. Displacement is 6 feet here, 6 feet here. Join them, that is 6 root 2 feet. And yes, time taken is 6. So it will be V. Okay.
So kinematics got added to my UT syllabus.
How it does?
So kinematics will be coming in my UT.
The whole chapter.
They're along with motion in the plane.
Which motion? Relative motion.
So this chapter, motion in a straight line and motion in a plane.
Okay, and when is your UT? Next week.
19th.
19th. Okay, we'll try to cover, yes. But sir would have covered, I think. Yeah, sir will cover AP sir for the school purpose by then. Don't worry. Question number 11. You attend sir's class, Radhika?
Yes, he's doing motion in a straight line now.
No, he will overtake me very soon. Don't worry. He doesn't have to do that much practice, so no problem. He will cover by that time. Motion plane will be covered by him. He will always be ahead of me because started little late. Question number 11. What's the answer? I think these are very basic questions we have already discussed. So if there is any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, quickly solve if you haven't solved. Yes. Question number 11. What's the answer? For a particle moving in a circular path with radius this, constant speed, find the magnitude of change in velocity when particle travels a distance. Okay. So I think, yeah, this is for motion plane. Leave it. This requires vector. We haven't done vector for some reason. Leave that question number 11. Question number 12. Yes. Question number 13, I think we did. Sorry, question number 12 tha. A particle has a velocity towards north, its acceleration is constant and directed. I think we did this. Question number 12, 13, 14. 12, 13, 14 we did in last class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 15 also. 16 also. 17 also. 18 से हमें start करना है. Two cars A and B start from rest, move for equal 10 seconds on a straight road, and the car has an acceleration of 10 meter per second square for 5 seconds and 5 meter per second square for next 5 seconds. Car B has acceleration 5 meter per second for 5 and 10 meter per next. The distance traveled by car A is SA and that of car B is SB. Okay. I think it's a simple. You have to just two step. First find the velocity after the. Okay. Without solving, can we guess which should be what should be the answer? I mean, we cannot guess. There is no such magic, so we have to
Sir,
solve.
C.
C. Okay. No. So let's calculate. Let's calculate the exact numerical value. Don't worry. Two cars A and B start from. Solve exact value. Start from rest. So पहले 10 second में 5 second it has an acceleration of 10 meter per second. Square it acquires some velocity. It covers some displacement. पहले वाले में yes. In the first 5 second कार A के लिए start करोगे तो U is 0, A is 10 meter per second square. In first 5 second it has covered a velocity of it has covered distance s1 suppose, and the velocity after 5 second v is equal to u plus 80. Since u is 0, it becomes 50 meter per second, and with that speed now it is getting accelerated with a 5 meter per second. So now here acceleration is 5 meter per second, and this is for the next 5 seconds. So we have to calculate these two distances covered by car A. S1 will be UT plus half AT square. So half A1 is 10, T square is 25. So there is 125 meter in the first 5 seconds. In the next 5 seconds, because it has acquired a speed of already 50, so VT plus half AT square. U is 50, time is 5 plus half, acceleration is 5 into time is 5 square. How much is that? 250 plus 125 by 2, so that is 62.5. So this becomes 312.5. Total distance covered by car A in this time span of 10 seconds. How much? It will be equal to S1 plus S2, 125 plus 312.5, and that is 437.5 meter. Second case mein initial acceleration is 5 and then final acceleration is 10. First 5 second mein. Likewise calculate for car B and give me the answer. What is the displacement covered by car B? Yes, what is the distance covered by B? What is the answer for B? बेटा B ने कितनी डिस्टेंस कवर की है? Rishit?
Yes, sir.
What is the total distance covered by B?
Sir, 2 minutes.
कर रहे हो ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for V is equal to U plus 80, it becomes 25 meter per second. And now for the second half, it is S1 for the initial 5 second, S2 for the second half. S1 is UT plus half A1T square. S2 is VT plus half A2 times T square. किसी का आया आंसर अभी तक? Anyone?
यस सर आया है पर पता नहीं सही कि गलत है कि नहीं.
एक
सर 250 मीटर.
Yes, beta 250 meter. Very good. इसमें S1 आ जाएगा 62.5 मीटर और S2 25 into 5 plus half into 10 into 5 square 125 plus 125, so second half में 250. The total distance covered is S1. So total distance covered by B is 62.5 plus 250, and that means it is 312.5. So पहले हमने कितना distance travel किया था? A has covered 437.5. So which means in the same scenario, the distance covered by A is greater than distance covered by B if the order of acceleration is reversed. Right? Okay, very good. Next question. Question number 19. Three particles are initially at the vertices. The particle, okay. I think it is a vector question, so we can leave it again. Question number 20. Question number 23 stations A, B, and C are spaced at equal distance along the track. Okay.
We
Three
did.
stations, so A, B, C are stays equal distance on the track. Train is 60 km, passes the station A. Driver applies brake, reduces speed uniformly to 40 km at station C. At which part of the track the train has instantaneous speed of 100 km? Very nice. Question number 20. So there are two equi-spaced station A, B, and C. So he has uniformly applied the brake and changes the speed from A to C. Started from 160 km and finally it is 40. हमें 100 speed कहाँ पे ये बतानी है. So from 160 km per hour to 40 km per hour. So if we assume that retardation here is A, V square is U square minus 2AS. It is 40 square is 160 square minus 2A times 2S. So 4 times AS is 160 square minus 40 square, and that can be. So from here we'll find out the value of second equation. Suppose the distance of x, maybe the distance of x, it become 100 km per hour. Again we apply the same equation. 100 is equal to 160 square minus 2a times x. 2ax will be 160 square minus 100 square. हमें x और s को कंपेयर करना है, that whether x is greater than s or less than s. a और b के बीच में है या b और c के बीच में, accordingly we have to find it. So divide equation number 2 by 1. Equation number 2 divided by equation number 1 will be 2ax divided by 4as. 160 minus 600 is 60 into 260 divided by 120 into 200. A gone. Now if we find the relation, understood now what we are doing? 160 से 40 होने में कितना इसको distance cover की इसने 2s with the same retardation. Assuming that after the distance of x, the speed changes from 160 to 100. So now if we divide the two, it becomes x by 2s. X by 2s is equal to 26 by 40. What does that mean? 52 by 40 into s. So x is greater than s. If x is greater than s, which means it will be somewhere between b and c. Says the value of x is greater than s, so the speed of 100 km will be between b and c, and that is the option number b. 21 we did, I think, last class. 21 कर लिया था हमने ना last class.
Yes, sir.
Answer was D, ft square by 72. Okay, 22 is again the 22 is again for the velocity in 2-dimension motion in plane. Can leave it. Next is 23. So an automobile traveling the speed of 60 km can brake to a stop with a distance 20. If car is going twice as fast, then the stopping distance. Okay, so for a stopping distance, v square is equal to u square minus 2as. When the car is stopping, its final speed is becoming 0, is equal to u square minus 2as. So s will become u square by 2a. It is directly proportional to speed. So if it is directly proportional to square of speed. If speed is doubled from 60 to 120, then the distance will become 4 times. So it was initially 20, now it become 80. S is proportional to u square. The braking distance to stop, sorry, the stopping distance will be proportional to u square. U is doubled, so distance will be 4 times. 24 by the same logic. 24. Sorry, यहाँ पे हमें distance calculate करना है. Apply the same equation. In 24, what will be the answer? Same logic, 4 times 24. Speed of two identical cars. Speed of two identical cars are u and 4u at specific instant. The ratio of the respective distances at which the two cars are stopped from the same instant, again proportional to speed squared, so answer will be D. Based on the same formula, that stopping distance is proportional to speed square. If a body loses half of its velocity on penetrating 3 centimeter, then how much will it penetrate before coming to rest? Assuming the same retardation, so initial velocity is u. On penetrating 3 centimeter, it becomes u by 2. Suppose further x, it will become 0, considering the same retardation. Yeah. What it loses half of velocity in 3 centimeter, and how much would more it penetrate before coming to rest? So from speed u, it is becoming u by 2 in 3 centimeter, and in the next x distance, it is becoming 0. We have to find the x, assuming there is a constant retardation of minus a. V square is u square minus 2as. Final speed is u by 2. Initial speed is u minus 2a into 3. And the second equation is that 0 is equal to u by 2 square minus 2a times x. So यहाँ से आ जाएगा 6a is u square minus u square by 4. That is 3u square by 4. From here it is 2ax is equal to u square by 4. Divide the two equation and find the value of x. It will be in centimeter. We don't need to change that centimeter because when I take the ratio, it will get cancelled. So 2ax divided by 6 times a is equal to u square by 4 times 3u square by 4. 4 u square gone, a gone. X is how much? 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. So it can penetrate 1 centimeter furthermore, and then it will come to rest. Right? Question number 26. Next, question number 27. I think, okay, very nice. 27. This is a little one. A group of honeybees shift from one tree to another tree 500 meters apart in 3 hours. From one tree to another tree takes 3 hours. Distance is 500 meters. Yeah, 27. Which options are correct? Average velocity is total displacement upon total time.
So A is correct.
A is correct, absolutely correct. Average velocity is total displacement divided by total time. So that is 500 meter, and time is 3 into 60 into 60 because it is an hour. So we have to convert into seconds, which is correct. 36 into 3 is 108. What else? B to go if A is correct and B is obviously wrong. C is correct or is C correct? How do we calculate that? Total distance traveled is speed into time. Speed is given, total time is given. So since the speed is 60 meter per second, 60 into 3 into 60 into 60.
Yes, sir, it is correct.
It is correct. Okay. A is also correct. C is also. Very nice. Okay, so let's quickly finish this. Question number 28 kya tha? 28 is that in the given figure. In the given figure, where is the given figure? Yes. Distance displacement traveled in path 1 is same as that in path 2, correct? Displacement is same, quite obviously. In path 1, the magnitude of displacement is less, that's also correct. In path 2, the magnitude of distance and displacement is equal. That's also correct. B, C, and D all are correct. 29. An aeroplane is flying from city A to B along path 1. The path 1 is circular arc whose center coincides with the center of the earth. Okay. Another aeroplane is flying from path 2 from A to B. Path 2 is circular arc. Yeah. So another aeroplane is flying from path 2 from A to B. Path 2 is circular arc whose center is at C. Center is at C. Okay. O is the center of earth. Distance traveled by first aeroplane is greater than second. Is it correct? Distance traveled by the aeroplane first is greater than distance traveled by second. Obviously, it seems to be correct, right? ये तो correct है ना? Distance traveled by first aeroplane is less than that of okay. What? Aeroplane is flying from city A to B along the path 1 is circular arc whose center coincides with the center of earth. Okay, fine. So this is the center of earth, which means this is R. Okay, okay. This whole is the radius of earth. And another aeroplane is flying from path 2 along A to B. The path 2 is circular arc whose center coincides at C. So this arc center is C. Okay. fine. Now choose the correct option. First सही लग रहा है, distance traveled. Obviously, if you compare these two lines, this is a shorter one and this is a bigger one. इसमें तो ज़्यादा कुछ करने नहीं. 1 is greater than 2. Distance traveled is less, not at all. The displacement of both aeroplanes is same. That's also correct. A and C is correct. Number 30. 30. Solve question number 30. Question number 30.
Sir, B and C are correct.
31. Okay. Sorry, question number 30 is B and C are correct, right? The distance traveled by the man, so 3 meters or 3 plus 0 2 तो होगा ही होगा. Displacement of man is, so it is going in east and then southwest. So then southwest 3 root 2. So displacement will be 3 meter and it will be towards sorry, this is northwest. Southwest will be downwards. So it will be 3 meter towards downwards. Right. B and C are correct. 31. The car is accelerating uniformly as it passes through 2 checkpoints that are 30 meter apart. The time taken between the checkpoint is 4 seconds and car speed at the first checkpoint is 5 meter per second and the total time taken to cross is 4 seconds. Now, yeah, the velocity at the second check post v is equal to v square is u square plus 2s कर सकते हैं. Time is 4 seconds, so v is equal to we can use that second equation. S is equal to u plus v by 2 into t. Acceleration is not known, but other informations we have been given, so we can use that information here in this. That S is 30. Yeah, solve 30. 30 is equal to v plus 5 by 2 into 4. So first option is coming out to be correct, I guess. 31 A is correct. A is correct. Velocity of car during second checkpoint, no. Acceleration of car,
is also correct.
A and D is also correct. Yes, v minus u by. Mark the correct option. Distance must be equal to displacement. Distance may be equal to distance, can never be distance, always greater than or equal to. 32, which will be the best option if you have to choose one?
A.
D.
D is best option. If they have to choose two, then distance can never be equal to displacement. Is it correct? No. Distance can be equal to
B and D.
distance may be equal to displacement, correct? And 32 answer will be B and D. Mark the correct option. 33. Distance can never be negative, correct? Displacement may be negative, correct? Speed can never be negative, correct? Velocity may be negative, correct? So 33. All four are correct. ये क्वेश्चन आपको करने हैं और फिर मुझसे डिस्कस करना चाहिए वैसे तो, but a particle is moving on a circular path of radius r with constant speed v, then average speed is v, magnitude of okay. 34. I think we did exactly same question. Average speed is v. If speed is maintained constant all the path throughout the path, the average speed will also be same as v. Magnitude of average velocity कैसे निकालेंगे? 34b. From point A to B, magnitude of average velocity will be total displacement 2r and divided by total time taken, which is pi r by v. I think this also we did 2v by t. And C, what about C? Magnitude of average displacement, is it correct? Here velocity is v, here velocity is minus v, so the acceleration is change in velocity, that is 2v, and time taken is pi r by v, so that also becomes, and average velocity for the entire journey will be 0, not from A to B. A, B, and C is the correct option. Mark the correct option for this. Yes. For the uniform motion, acceleration of the particle is 0. 35A is correct.
Yes, sir.
For accelerated motion, A into V is positive. Obviously, if A is positive, then V and A has to be in same direction. For retarded motion, AV has to be less than 0. We discussed one question on it. If acceleration is negative, that does not guarantee that it is a retardation only. That has to be opposite to velocity. If velocity is negative, then acceleration should be positive, then only it is a retardation. 36. A train is passing through platform of length 50 and uniform velocity. So पहले वो ट्रेन अपनी लेंथ कवर करेगी और फिर प्लेटफॉर्म की लेंथ divided by it takes 15 seconds to cross the platform. L is the train length, 50 meters is the platform length, so total L plus 50 and time taken is 15, right? Second is when it crosses the man, then it takes only the 5 seconds. So L by 5 will be equal to V. पहले वाले में प्लेटफॉर्म की लेंथ प्लस या विच ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट? दोनों को डिवाइड कर दोगे लेंथ आ जाएगा, फिर वापस किसी भी इक्वेशन में पुट कर दोगे वी गेट स्पीड. 36 which option is correct? 36
Sir, A and D.
A and D. Okay. बाकी लोग रिस्पॉन्स नहीं करते, क्या चक्कर है? अच्छा 4 लोग निकल भी गए. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. गोविंद, हाउ आर यू? गोविंद,
यस सर.
क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हो ना साथ में?
सर बीच में से मेरे नेट चला गया सर. घर के अंदर प्रॉब्लम चल रही है अभी थोड़ी सी, पता नहीं आजकल.
अच्छा,
बट मैं वैसे सर फॉलो अप कर रहा हूँ सर क्लास के साथ.
ओके. 37 particle start with initial velocity 7 and retardation is 2 meter per second square, then what is the just direct formula based? I think थोड़े क्वेश्चन बचे हैं, खत्म कर लेते हैं. 251 है. Car starts from rest, accelerate uniformly to initial velocity 7 and cause a direction of 2. So we can apply that formula. I think a similar question we did also last class, or maybe the same question also we would have done. इसमें जब हम फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे डिस्प्लेसमेंट का, it will be u minus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Since initial velocity is 7, retardation is 2 and time in 4th second. So it will be 2 into 4 minus 1. That is 7 minus 7. So displacement is 0. Distance, obviously distance cannot be 0. So common sense ही, but एक बार check कर लेना चाहिए. ऐसा होता है कि more than one correct में भी केवल single option correct. तो हम कैसे करते थे इसको? We have to find out the position where it changes the direction. जिस point पर ये अपने direction change करता है, वहाँ पर velocity 0, which comes out t is equal to 3.5. So 3 to 3.5 it is moving in one direction, and 3.5 to 4 it is moving in opposite direction. और opposite direction वाले motion को लेके u will be equal to 0. So if u is 0 initially, then s is equal to ut plus half at square, ut plus half at square, then a is here 2 and time here is 0.5 square, which is 0.25. So 0.25 ये 3.5 से 4 में, 0.25 it will also be moving in forward direction. So total will become 0.5. So this D. Okay, comprehension type, a car starts from rest, accelerate uniformly to a speed 50 meter over a distance of 250. Find acceleration and time taken. Okay. Yeah. So this is again the formula based question. Find acceleration. V square is equal to u square plus 2as. V given a u is 0. We can find out acceleration. And time taken, v is equal to u plus 80. Or s is equal to u plus v by 2 times t. We can use any of these two equations to find the time and acceleration. क्या आंसर 38 का? Solving
Sir,
what
D.
you get? A. 38, which
Sir,
option?
D.
D. D is the correct answer, right? 39, speed of car is increased to 60 meter per second within 10 seconds if acceleration is further increased. Find acceleration and distance traveled by the car. Same thing, final velocity is 60, so 39. Again apply v s is equal to u plus v by 2. So no, 50 to 60 it is becoming in the next 10 second only. What is the acceleration? Change in velocity upon time taken, 60 minus 50 by 10. Acceleration will be 1 meter per second square. And how much is the distance covered? Distance covered will be the u plus v by t, 2 into t. U is 60, v is 50 and v is 60. So u plus v by 2 is 550. 55 into 10, which is 550. So answer is A. To stop a car in 6 seconds, now brakes are applied. Find a distance by the retardation. So अभी इसके लिए क्या करेंगे? हमें रिटार्डेशन की वैल्यू तो नहीं पता, बट हमें ये पता है कि ये पहले 60 मीटर पर सेकंड से चल रही थी एंड फाइनल इज 0 and time taken is 6 seconds. So again we use that second equation of motion. It is valid for acceleration as well as retardation. Initial 60, final 0 and total time is 6 seconds. So 40 answer will be 360 by 2, which is 180. Right, so you can see हमने जो second equation को दो और forms में change किया था, those are very handy and very useful equation, especially this one s is equal to u plus v by 2 times t. Right, so I think ये remaining जो question बचे हैं थोड़े से वो आप कर लेना. We will discuss maybe next class if there is a doubt. Theoretical वाले तो खैर simple हैं and yeah. ठीक है. We will continue in next class. That's it for today. Thank you. और आपकी तरफ से डाउट्स नहीं आ रहे हैं, हम जो प्रैक्टिस करें दैट इज जस्ट बेयर मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट. इसके अलावा आपको क्वेश्चंस करने हैं एंड यू हैव टू डिस्कस द डाउट्स इन दिस क्लास. This class is not for me to solve DPPs. This class is for you to ask your doubt first. In the remaining time, we will discuss the doubts. But none of you are sending doubts, so that means या तो सब कुछ आ रहा है और वो बहुत अच्छी